determined whether there were any U.S. victims, but that certainly is a priority to figure out. Aaron?
All right, thank you very much, Pamela Brown. And I want to go now to Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell of California on the House Intelligence Committee. And Congressman Swalwell, you've been briefed on this terror attack, these numbers of dead and wounded in this horrific attack continuing to climb. What are you learning?
Good evening, Aaron, and certainly our hearts go out to the Turkish people. I was just there last year at this time and in Istanbul talking with Turkish officials about fighting ISIS. And the information right now is very limited, but we're looking to see if American gates were targeted. You know, we saw in Belgium, in the Brussels attack that it was American gates where the bombings took place, and there's been a targeting of Westerners. So whether this was ISIS or another extremist group, that's going to be the first question that we're asking here at home.
And so it sounds like you don't yet have information on that, whether U.S. flights were targeted. Of course, we do know it was the international terminal of the airport, so that in and of itself perhaps significant. This is the second attack, Congressman, on an airport in the past 3 months, and we know that the Paris attackers had been trying. At the time, it was nobody had heard of such a thing. They said, oh, they're going to try to perhaps shoot the departure section of Charles de Gaulle Airport. We then saw that horrifically happen in Brussels. It's now happened here. Are you concerned that it could happen again?
Very concerned. And today ISIS released a video targeting Las Vegas and San Francisco. And so no city in the free world right now is safe from ISIS. And I think what this has to be is a call for nations to put aside any distractions that are keeping us from coming together to really root out ISIS in Syria and Iraq. And right now, frankly, Turkey has been distracted by the PKK and their focus on the PKK, and I think that's been to the detriment of really taking on ISIS and limiting fighters from going through Turkey down into Syria and Iraq.
And Congressman, at this hour, do you know anything about possible American casualties?
Not yet. I have certainly asked. We have an embassy over in Ankara, and then, of course, a consulate in Istanbul, and hoping that no embassy personnel were injured or killed in the attack.
All right, Congressman, thank you very much. And we're continuing to following this breaking story.